Hey guys, this is Brett, Swafford Homestead. I was planting a row of beans today. Actually, I planted a row last night. It got so dark I couldn't film it, so I thought I'd slow down today and actually show you what I'm up to. Someone's asked about the drip tape. I bought a kit to put down my first drip tape. I used soaker hoses before. I actually had a soaker hose kit from, I think it was Gardener Supply. I changed over the drip tape this year. I've been putting it down this week, is what I was trying to get out, I guess. I've got it laid in the row. I dug me I don't know, about a 6-inch deep trench down through here after I tilled it. Wasn't hard to do with a shovel, you know. The drip tape, I have a video about my 2 tomato rows I ain't got done yet, but I'll show you more about the drip tape then, and how the drip tape's actually rolled with the emitters up, which is a little aggravating, but I rolled it out, flattened it out, and I buried this end in dirt, which I'm gonna blow it out and I'll hook the water up before I ever put the end fitting on it. But the 2 little, you see the 2 little lines there? That marks the emitters. I'm gonna lay it in the trench. I'm gonna put maybe 1 inch of dirt over it, put a little fertilizer on it, and I'm gonna drop the beans. But I'm gonna do the video as I go. That way you can see what I'm doing. I've got some new fertilizer to try out this year too. I have to show you my bag. I got it from TSC. Stay tuned, we're gonna move on to the next step. I guess I said that wrong a while ago. I spit it all out and I got to think about it. I kind of said it wrong. I put about 1 inch of dirt on top of that line. A little more, maybe a little less. Not really measuring. I covered it up except for the ends. Instead of putting the fertilizer down, I'm gonna go back and put the seeds down, and I'm gonna put a little dirt over the seeds. Enough for them to hopefully sprout. I'm gonna sprinkle a little fertilizer around the edges of it, on top of it. Instead of letting the fertilizer get completely down to the beans or setting the beans on top of fertilizer, I'm gonna hopefully let it leach down a little at a time, top dressing it, more or less. As the beans grow, I'm gonna pull the dirt to it. That'll just keep rolling the fertilizer into it better. I'm gonna drop beans probably about every 4 to 6 inches, and I'll turn the camera back on when I get that accomplished, I guess. I'll spare y'all the time it takes to drop beans by hand. Well, I forgot to mention a while ago what I was planting. If I can get that clear enough. There we go. Kentucky Wonder pole beans. I bought some from Hall's Tools just to see how they germinate. I can get them here too. I was ordering stuff and I came across that. Thought I'd order some of them, try it. I've got the seed in. They're about 4 to 6 inches apart. Might be a couple extra ones here and there. This is a 32, 33 foot roll. Got my trellis on it. And my neighbor's still mowing grass. She'll probably mow for a while. I think put a layer of dirt over the top of the seeds. Kind of pat them in a little bit. I ain't gonna put much pressure, just try to make sure they're seeded in the dirt. I've got the other side done last night, which it was too dark, and it's getting dark quick here, but that's the way I'm getting it started. When the beans start coming through, I'll start putting the dirt around them as they get tall enough. I'll hill them up with the fertilizer in between it. Hopefully if the soaker or the drip line does like the soaker hose and soaks the ground, the fertilizer should leach to it slowly. Okay, I said something about showing you my fertilizer here. You can lay it out here. Super Thrive. All-purpose fertilizer with mycorrhizae to help increase water and nutrition or nutrient absorption. Promotes bigger plants and more blooms. It's a 2.2 pound bag from TSC. I was going to try the Super Thrive. I wanted to see about putting the macro nutrients into the soil, see how that helps. I'm going to add a little bit to each thing, or several items like the tomatoes and the beans. But I'm going to add the regular fertilizer too, what I normally would use, which is usually triple 15. But I thought I'd show you the bag where I got started on the bean row. Well, I put a thin coat of it down through there. I just lightly sprinkled it. I just want to get it started in the soil. Now, as far as this stuff goes, it says it can be used as organic because it's made from poultry manure. It's composted poultry manure and feathers. So you can imagine what it smells like if you've ever been to a chicken farm. It kind of brings back some memories, you know what I mean? Not saying that was a good memory, but I've never had chickens, but I've had friends. Had several. So this is kind of like a forewarning. You open the bag, be prepared, because it ain't the best smelling fertilizer. Of course, most organic fertilizers do smell, because they are derived from something organic. I've got it sprinkled. I'm going to cover it with dirt slightly, just keep it from washing, because there is a chance of rain tonight. But the dirt's kind of thin, just enough for the seeds to be pressed down, and hopefully they'll germinate and we'll have some bean sprouts here in a few days. And Bongo has to talk apparently right now. He decided he needs in this video apparently. But this is where I'm at on the beans. We'll show it here in a day or two when they start popping up. We'll start healing them up as they get tall enough. Have a good weekend.